Hello, I'm Chris Moflam. How are you doing? I am happy to examine how authentic leadership can mitigate the effects of economic uncertainty caused by COVID 19. The pandemic has caused several economic uncertainty measures, some of which include uncertainty that organizational leaders have about the outlook of their budgets, the frequency of news stories with words about event postponement, and uncertainties about the speed and shape of economic recovery. Consequently, people are worried about the future of schooling, unemployment, underemployment, managing daily finances, and emergency expenses. People are concerned about not being prepared to reach long term goals such as retirement. Many people are afraid to fly. Companies that have borrowed to stay afloat are struggling to be profitable. In times of economic uncertainty, authentic leadership at all levels of our societies and governments helps to soften its effects. So, what is authenticity? It is sincere honesty and courageous receptiveness. It is consistent behavior that reveals our individual values, capabilities, and experiences without limitations, regardless of the audience before us. Why is it important? Because authenticity is foundational to ethical leadership. Without authenticity, leadership fails. Every other building block of it collapses. In her book, Leadership in Turbulent Times, Doris Goodwin, who teaches history at Harvard, writes that great leaders develop courage, humility, empathy, and authenticity to persuade others. Goodwin narrates the journeys of Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, famously known as FDR, and Lyndon Johnson, who learned to be authentic leaders. All four became great presidents of the United States in times of national crisis. For example, FDR became president during the Great Economic Depression, which created so much public anxiety. In his inaugural address on March 4, 1933, FDR made a courageous declaration that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. He championed experimentation to address the economic crisis by trying out different solutions. If one failed, he would admit it frankly and try another. In his 12-year presidency, FDR used 30 live radio fireside chats to explain to the public his policies on economic recovery and the Second World War. FDR was perceived as authentic, and his policies have created a safety net for so many families to this day. However, authenticity at all levels of leadership is tough to practice consistently. Why? Because of fear that we will not fit with the group or audience we interact with. It's not always easy to show up authentically, especially when we are around people who are not like us. Also, because of fear that we will be judged as not enough. Most of us fear making mistakes and being criticized. So, how do you strengthen your authenticity and help others mitigate the effects of economic uncertainties caused by COVID 19? First, know yourself by understanding and appreciating your strengths. They are the engines to pull you forward. Acknowledge your blind spots and ask for help to work around them. Understand the nuances and triggers of your emotions, what makes you tick and what pushes your buttons. Second, allow your authentic self to be seen by reminding yourself that leadership is mostly about connection and courage. Third, value your uniqueness and worth. They are your competitive advantage. Fourth, share what makes you interested in change. Ask for help to verify what you believe you know and to figure out what you don't know. In conclusion, regardless of the effects on you by the economic uncertainties caused by COVID 19, Lead yourself and others with sincere honesty, courageous receptiveness, and fear of nothing but fear itself. Plus, be mindful of the following quote from the Bible's Proverbs 11, verse 3. The integrity of the upright will guide them, but the perversity of the unfaithful will destroy them. Keep the faith.